super, brilliant. So run your hands up and run your hands down. Okay, super. And now what I want you to do is, can you read the dial? So if you needed to, you could see the speedometer. Yeah, that's super. So the numbers we'll be looking at is with the digits on the right dial there in white. All right, as long as you can see that, and you can see the handbrake symbols on as well, the red one. Okay, steering wheel done. And what did we say was the legal requirements?
The mirrors.
For safety in the event of what's going to save you?
Seatbelt.
Thank you. Do you remember it's DSSSM? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so no tangles. Super. Do you want to do the test once? So you can lock your thumb in like this, fingers pointing upright and just forwards. You got to do it quicker. Quick. Yeah. Yeah. So you know that works. Super. Okay, now we do the mirrors. So start off with the top mirror. Remember, do not touch the glass. There we go. And good, you didn't lean forwards. So before you move on to the side mirrors, is the top mirror level with the rear windscreen? So don't rush it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Brilliant. And at the same time, if I say to you, can you see my little fingers at all? You can, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and maybe a little portion of your forehead. Yeah, you can see that, just a little bit, not too much, in the right quarter. Yeah. All right, super. Now you can adjust the left-right mirror using that dial. So slide that button all the way to the left first. No, the button in the middle.
This one?
Yeah, that's it. Do the left mirror first, the top left, right if you can. This one. So do this mirror first. So we're looking at a little bit of our car, half the skyline. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Now, if there was a pedestrian walking on the sidewalk, you could see them.
Yeah.
A little bit of the sky. Super. Let's slide that little button to the right. Yeah? Brilliant, super. Okay, now what I want you to do, just take your eyes off the mirrors a moment. Look in front of you, look at the motorway bridge, look at the buildings, the skyline, and now glance back at your mirror, top mirror. Are you happy with the top mirror? Because you know when you take your eyes off the mirror and come back to it after, you can see if there's kind of like inaccuracies at all. Because sometimes when you get so fixated on it, everything looks perfect. You take your eyes off, come back to it. Does it look okay now? What about the left mirror and the right mirror?
Yeah.
Comfortable? Super. Okay, brilliant. That's done. So what we're now going to do, we're going to swap over and we're going to talk to you about the controls of the car. So that's the second aspect. All right. So just make sure, again, do your checks, make sure it's safe before you open your door. Yeah, that's right. Super. Brilliant. Done, done, done. Okay, we're going to now talk about the controls of the car. I'm just going to shut this window a little. Okay, so we've got 3 lots of controls in the car. We've got what we call the foot controls. You've already told me A, B, C. Accelerator, brake, clutch. We'll go into more depth on them in the next few minutes. You've got the, we operate them with our feet. We've got the hand controls. We operate with our hands, the handbrake, the gears, and the steering wheel. The third lot of controls are the mirrors, because we use them on a daily basis. We refer to them as controls. We'll start off with the foot pedals. So the longest pedal on the right begins with A. What was it called again?
Which one?
The one on the right.
Oh, the accelerator.
Good. What's its purpose? Tell me. So it's located on the right. It's the longest pedal. What is its purpose?
It moves the car. Releases gas.
Yes and no. It does get the car moving as such, but so does the clutch. So what the accelerator does is, the word is in the kind of the meaning is in the word itself. Accelerate gets the car to go faster, yeah, but slower as well. So you can decelerate and accelerate.
So it's a speed.
Yeah, it's a speed. So it's a speed. But the question now, so the more we press the gas, the faster the car goes. And remember, whenever we operate the foot controls, we use the ball of our foot, the part slightly behind our toes. Yeah. So the question to you is, when you press this pedal down, that, like I said, the more you press it, the faster it goes. So we always tend to be progressive and smooth when operating. Sorry about this. Yeah, we always tend to be progressive and smooth when operating the pedals. So we're going to go back to the accelerator pedal. Throughout the duration of your course with me, we will not be calling it the accelerator pedal. We're going to refer to it as the gas pedal. Gas is so much of an easier word, all right, so a bit more of a less Americano feel to it. So it's the gas pedal. So basically what happens is this: the more you press the pedal, the more fuel and air you're injecting into the engine, and the car's working faster. The engine's working faster, the car goes faster. So the more you press it, the more fuel and air, it's a mixture of those two substances that make the engine work faster. The less you press it, the less fuel and air goes into the engine, and the slower the car works. All right, now the first thing you're going to hear me say to you today is going to probably be, when it comes to moving the car off, it's probably going to be to set the gas. Okay, so you're going to hear me say to you now, how can you please set the gas? Thickness of a pound coin. Now, a pound coin is only so thick. Am I right?
Yeah.
That is literally how much you're going to press the gas pedal. So when I ask you to, you're literally going to softly press the gas pedal, thickness of a pound coin. All right, that's going to be when it comes to moving off. I might say to increase it a little bit more, in which case we press it a little bit more, or ease off, in which case you take your foot off a little, or off gas. Okay, so that is pretty much going to be the gas pedal, and it's the pedal on the right hand side. Now when we are not using the gas pedal, we take our foot off and we pivot over and cover the middle pedal. What was the middle pedal?
The brake.
Good. What's the purpose of the brake?
It stops the car.
That's one thing. What else does it do?
Does it
Good answer.
Slow it down as well?
Well done. So two things: it slows and or stops the car. So you might not necessarily want to stop the car, you might just want to slow down a bit, and that's it. So that's the purpose of the brakes. So again, if I ever say to you to cover the brake pedal, can you please just literally pivot your foot over and rest it on there? Do not press the pedal at that stage. It'll be after I will request of you to press the brake pedal. So I'll then say to you, can you gently brake? And now we're talking about thickness of a 50p coin, so even less than a pound coin. So it's going to be cover the brake pedal, gently brake, thickness of a 50p coin, a little bit more brake, ease off the brake and off the brake. Are we happy with that? Now, the brake pedal is also a warning indicator. How do the vehicles behind know that we are actually braking when you apply the pedal? How do they know?
Sometimes the light at the back comes on.
Good. What are those lights called?
I'm not sure.
No. Brake lights. What colour are the lights?
Red.
Yeah, good. Well done. So the lights are actually red, and how do the people behind know? It's as soon as you press that pedal, the red lights, they act as a warning indicator. So red means danger, the vehicle behind knows you're slowing down. Okay, and that's it. This is one of the reasons why it's very important to check your brake lights are working by gently pressing the brake, looking for a reflection, or getting someone to go out and check. It's important. You've got 3 brake lights, all right. They're not to be confused with the tail lights, which are at night times. When you put the dip lights on, the tail lights come on as well, but the brake lights illuminate even brighter. You have 3. You have a strip in the middle of the windscreen and 2 on either side. So that's your brake pedal. Now, in order for you to be able to operate the gas and the brake accordingly, you must make sure you place your heel, the heel of your foot, between the 2 pedals. It's the only way you'll be able to reach. Is that clear? So can you see my foot's in the middle?
Yeah.
So that way I can pivot across both. Okay, you will also notice there's a difference in height. Your gas pedal is quite low down, the brake pedal is actually higher. So it's very strategically placed for a reason. That way you won't accidentally brake when trying to press the accelerator. So you have to physically lift your foot off in order to activate the brake. It's quite cleverly designed, that is. All right, so that's your brake pedal. Are we happy with that? So the right foot does 2 jobs now. It goes faster, slower, or faster stop. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, we're now going to move on to the 3rd pedal, okay, which is the clutch. What's the purpose of the clutch? What do you understand?
You have to press it down to feel the bite.
To get the bite?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so the clutch has got 3 jobs, okay? So the first thing is, in order for us to move the car off, you need to use the clutch. So basically what the clutch does is it transfers the engine power, because remember the power of our car is stored inside the engine.
Yeah.
You want to transfer that to the wheels of the car to get them moving. That's what the clutch does. So when you select the clutch and press it down all the way, once you select your gear, you've mentioned the words biting point to me. Once you lift the clutch slowly up until the car starts to vibrate, the biting point is the point at which you transfer the engine power onto the wheels of the car. You happy with that? So it's the point you transfer the engine power onto the wheels of the car. How do you know when you get the biting point? What are the telltale signs?
Do you feel it vibrate?
Good. Well done. You'll feel a vibration in the car. You'll notice the front of the car might dip a little, so it'll lift up a little. Yeah. And also the engine noise changes. So there's 3 telltale signs that you have got the biting point. The front of the engine will lift up, the car will vibrate, and you will hear the change in engine noise. Once you get to that point, and that's that crucial point called the biting point, you must keep your feet still. Are we happy with that? So the feet stay still, and then at that point, if you release the handbrake, the car will freely move off. Okay, so that's the biting point. So the clutch does 3 things. One, it connects the engine and the wheels. Then at the same time, when you're going to stop at a set of red lights or maybe the end of the road, you don't want to keep the engine and the wheels connected. You want to disconnect them. So what do? We go down to disconnect. So as soon as you go down, the clutch plates that are turning the wheels like this disconnect. You got it? And when you lift the clutch up to the right, they slowly merge together like 2 magnets, and they fuse together, and then generating the power. Right, so down is to disconnect, and up is to connect. Are we happy with that? That's the clutch. The clutch is quite a sensitive paddle. So if I ever say to you, can you lift the clutch up a little bit more, we're now not talking about thickness of a pound coin or 50p, but more thickness of a credit card. That is how the increments we work with. Are we happy with that? That's the clutch. That's the left foot only. All right.